Hello! Are you here to see some fish and sea? Where you're at the right spot. My name is Jana and you're watching Curves on the Road. Today I'll take you snorkeling at the Mexican island of Cozumel. Cozumel is about an hour and a half drive from Cancun. We're taking it as a one-day trip. We started at 7 a.m., which for me it's a little bit early, but here we are. We're at the pier. We're waiting for the boat that will take us to the island of Cozumel. Where are we? Any idea where we could be? Yeah, we're at Playa del Carmen and we'll be soon at the Cozumel island, and I'll check you there again and show you some fish. You can see that behind those clear white beaches there's some hard labor. We took a minibus to the Playa del Carmen harbor, and then we took a ferry that took us to the island of Cozumel. That day the ferry was fairly crowded. It was quite difficult to find a place to sit, and there were quite a lot of waves. Funny enough, at the island they put us in a taxi, and they paid for a taxi to take us to the boat that will be driving us to the snorkeling sites.
You notice the balance of the boat?
Yes.
Let's keep it that way. We don't want to be in the internet today.
Hola from Cozumel. We're at the island now. Look at the color of the sea. Do you think it's green or blue? I mean, it's fantastic. It's warm. It's perfect. We went to 3 snorkeling spots. One was deep with corals. That one was not my favorite because you couldn't see much of fish and it was a little bit dead. When I returned home, I actually read an article where there were spots on Earth where the coral reefs died the fastest, and unfortunately Cozumel was mentioned as one of them. Our snorkeling guide spoke mostly Spanish, but, well, judge for yourself. I don't think even if he spoke Queen's English, we would understand much in this noise. The second spot though, we saw turtles, and I have never seen so many turtles in one spot. That one definitely highly recommend. No corals, just grass. As a part of the effort to try and save the coral reefs, they'll ask you not to use your sunscreen whole day long. For me, as a redhead with very pale skin, it was a bit of a death sentence. I wasn't ready for that, so I just put one layer at home and that was it. And spoiler alert, it wasn't enough for the whole day. So if you go and you have similar complexion like me, definitely several layers in the morning and wear a wetsuit or a long sleeve, long pants swimsuit. In order to prevent you from bothering the marine life and also from drowning, they'll give you a waist life jacket. I appreciated it wasn't the full-blown life jacket. I hate those. They are useless for me. I float without them. But you have to have at least this belt that will make you float. I was actually surprised that a few members of the group went for a snorkeling tour without knowing how to swim. And the third spot, well, it was more of a sanctuary for the starfish. Again, it was more about the water. I wasn't a big fan of the boat we took for this trip. There was no shade, and to get in the water for a plus-size person, you had to climb on a very narrow step and jump into the water. For some reason, they didn't allow you to use the stairs. And now we're just chilling in a lagoon, in a little paradise. There should be some stingrays. I think I caught one or two from afar, but they ran away. This place was perfect even for non-swimmers. You could stand everywhere. There was a sandy bottom of the sea, so you don't even need the shoes, but be careful. Please don't step on the rays. Take your snorkel, your mask, and just watch out for them because they love to dig into the sand and hide under the sand. The rays are majestic creatures. They look like underwater birds. Their swimming kind of reminds me of flying. Gorgeous, gorgeous. If you get a chance, do this. I have no idea if people feed them there because when we arrived there was not a single ray inside, and then another boat came and all of a sudden dozens of rays appeared. And one guy, he even touched them. I'm not sure how I feel about that, but it was obvious he's not there for the first time and he might even know the race personally. Swimming with the rays was definitely the best part of the whole tour for me. They were very contact, maybe a little bit too much. I never thought that these creatures would be this mischievous. They could see the legs, they knew the people were there, but they actually may touch you just to provoke you to jump around. Overall, I'm not 100% sure I would recommend this trip as we took it. First of all, it was really far. We had to travel a lot to get there, so we spent more time going back and forth than actually having fun. So if you really like what you see in this video, my advice is book a hotel in Cozumel or at least at Playa del Carmen and make a tour from there. You'll save hours and hours. It's quite far from Cancun, and if you're collecting other people from different hotels, it can really take a lot of time. And this travel agency I was not extremely happy with. First of all, They pay for your taxi to get you to the boat, but from the boat back to Marina, where you take the ferry back, you already have to pay it on your own. It's a little weird thing. They tell you that beforehand, but still, I don't know. If I was organizing a trip, I probably wouldn't solve it like that. The center of Cozumel is tiny. There is not that much to see. It's really more of a beach place where you enjoy the beautiful beaches, few shops and restaurants, and that's about it. So we are on the ferry to get back to the mainland from Cozumel. The ferry takes around 40 minutes to get from point A to point B. It's air conditioned, quite comfortable, you'll get your seat, but some people got seasick here, so if you're suffering, pop a pill before you go. So that's it. That's the whole video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, why don't you give me a snorkeling thumb up? And you can subscribe to my channel. I upload every Sunday. Thank you very much for watching. Have an amazing rest of your day and bye!